I'm not quite sure how it happened, but I turned 65 a little over a month ago, and we decided to celebrate this milestone and kill two birds with one stone by not only going somewhere kind of exotic, a once-in-a-lifetime trip, but also incorporating the beloved bicycle in the process. So we signed up for a truck travel gravel bike tour that would take us through the hills of Tuscany. And then we just counted down the days and months until the day of departure arrived. We started with a trip to the UK, and the goal there was to basically get over jet lag, see some of the sights of London, and then spend a little bit of time with one of Diana's old friends. So we spent a couple days there, and you can see that trip in part one of this little travel vlog. We hopped on a plane and flew to Italy, landing in Florence, where we would spend a couple days before heading out to Tuscany for our gravel bike tour. So we spent 2 nights in Florence, and believe it or not, a highlight of that stay was a local food tour that we had booked through an outfit called The Tour Guy. And so we started that tour with a visit to a wine window. There's about 70 wine windows throughout Florence. And in a wine window, you can ring a bell and order a glass of wine, pay for it, and then take it to go. And so that was a great way to start out this tour. And then we strolled through back streets, and we stopped at 3 or 4 different restaurants that specialized in different cuisine. We had pizza, we had ravioli, and we even had this huge Florentine steak, along with a selection of wines, of course. And naturally, we finished with a gelato. We said ciao to our new friends, and then we walked back to our hotel feeling extremely full and possibly even a little bit tipsy. So the next day, we arose and dove into the crowded, chaotic, and noisy world of Florence proper with the art and architecture that all the tourists are there to see. The streets are narrow, they're crowded, there's a lot of scooters, there's taxis, Instagrammers, very vibrant, but also very crowded and noisy. So we decided to kind of cut to the chase and also incorporate bikes into our visit to Florence. We signed up for a tour again through the tour guy, and that highlighted some of the buildings and sculptures. Took about an hour to ride through. We visited some piazzas, we rode over the Arno River, and we cut through some narrow streets where there were fewer cars and more people. It's a good thing we weren't on foot on that tour because we spent the evening walking a long ways. I think it was about an hour and 15 minutes each way up to a monastery to see the sunset. And we're continuing up. And I mean up. It was definitely worth that climb because the view over the city was fantastic. And then the sunset, of course, was legendary. So we had 2 active, content-rich days in the city of Florence, at the end of which we were ready to get off the grid and unwind in the warm embrace of Tuscany. And so that'll be the subject of our next chapter. So keep an eye out for that.